Okay, I want to do this short video on UUP. This is the dollar index bullish fund. Let's see here. Obviously, I was in here before because I've got some lines drawn here. Looks like flirting with the top here, and yep, and then the 2008 big one here. Getting into some critical areas, I would say. But you can't deny the fact that it's not bullish. I mean, for the last over a year and a half, this thing has just been a rocket. I'm going to zoom in a little bit closer here just to see what's unfolding. Looks like I have an alert set at 24.52 thereabout to see if it would get below there, just to give me a heads up. And looks like around 23.60 something. Looks like I'm going to put an alert there just for the hell of it. Okay. MACD is still a little light but bullish still, and the RSI 53 bullish, might come back to test the 50 maybe. Still holding up pretty good. So far, no sign of it lightening up at all. I mean, we've had some consolidation here and a run up, and really no major pullback or anything at this point. We don't know. It looks like to me, if I were going to call it, let's see here. Let's see what we've got, just to see if I can get any kind of lines in here. There's really nothing. I mean, honestly, there's nothing to be had. I mean, there's nothing. I mean, this thing is just straight up. There's no sense even trying to do anything on it. This thing is just absolutely just straight up consolidation, and now it looks like it's going higher. In between this area here, I would get really concerned, but like I say, based on everything we're seeing here, just like any other chart, you can't expect this thing to turn and go bearish, because it's not. Best case scenario is you had some consolidation in here, and so far it's held up. It didn't break below. Obviously, I had this 24.50 set for a long time, never got below it, and so it continues to move higher. There's really nothing else to say about it at this point, except it's still bullish until proven otherwise, and right now it's definitely still bullish. I wouldn't want to be in the trade because I don't know from this area here if it's going to break down, but I also wouldn't want to be long here. This was not the opportunity to be long. The opportunity to have been long would have been back in this area here as it crossed the 200-day and got above these areas from before here, which was this little pullback and then this immediate skyrocket straight up. So your entry point was back in this area here. To get long any of this, it doesn't make any sense, and to get short in it makes nothing. You got to just see what happens and how it unfolds. I wouldn't think about doing anything short on this, just my opinion. One, you know, the price of the stock is $25 and change. It's not a big mover. I mean, if you talk about the movement value, okay, even if you had bought this at the correct time, which was definitely the breakout from these tops here, if you'd have bought this at the correct time, which is, let's say, at 22, and this is if you're doing it perfect, above $23, if you had got involved above $23 and it ran all the way up, you know, to 26, you know, that's not, that you could spend money, you could put the money somewhere better, let's just say that. There's other vehicles to trade with. There's no sense to tie up, you know, even for 1,000 shares, to tie up $23,000, hold it for, you know, almost a year to get a couple $1,000 profit. It's not worth it, in my opinion. I pass on anything for this trade. I just look at it for the instrument that it is and use that on other things. But right now, it's really not telling us too much of a story besides this big area of consolidation. So it's just something to watch, nothing to trade.